Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot by Tilly Walden. On the bottom here is a website if you want to see more, liminal11.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you'd like to, of course. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Website for Sandra is, it says heyhouseradio.com, but if you just do if you just do heyhouse.com, it'll pull up some stuff, I believe. If you go in the book here, you can see that there's a few Hay House websites. Feel free to check those out if you want to. Just freeze frame and search out what you would like, of course. Okay, what do we have for Sag? Something's pushing out. We're going to find out what that is. Okay. There's some weird energy around this. It's a big transition is what I'm getting. You may already be experiencing it. Other people might be resisting it. You seem to be accepting the change. Okay, so I'm seeing this for you, the Death card. But the way I see you looking at it is kind of like there's no point. There's no point in fighting it. Like, if it's done, it's done. Other people, I feel like the challenge with this is like to accept that other people just aren't where you are right now, which is good for you and good for them. Like, you're going to move on, you're ready to accept it, you're going to move forward, cool, you're going to do that. They're not ready, they're holding on. The thing is, I feel like you're looking at it like, but it's over, so, I mean, it's over. It's over. And you're right, is what I'm getting, but it's just like other people are taking some time to actually get on board with the acceptance. You're kind of like, listen, what was great, but there's good things still to come. I feel like whatever this is, you're looking back kind of like, when it was great, it was great. But trying to hold on to something that's gone, whatever this is, it feels like you're kind of looking at that like that's counterproductive. Why hold on to something when it's gone? It was great when it was great. But that's that. And it's time to go on to something else. It's trying to find something else that's great now. You may be moving on pretty quickly. Other people may be accusing you of moving on too quickly. The thing is, you're just sorting it out in your own way. This is how you do it. This is your way. This is how you process things. Maybe you're processing this out in dreams. Maybe you're going to have some real turbulent dreams at this time. That might be your version of working this out. You work things out by doing things, by moving forward, by taking action. That's kind of how you do things is what I'm getting. Sagittarius is a constantly in motion energy. Even if other people don't think you're going anywhere, you're constantly doing something. I'm getting other people, they don't feel the same. Definitely. I feel like this is a problem. I feel like they're not ready to move forward, and they don't want you moving forward without them. That's a challenge. That's not, you have to do it your own way. Can I get a little bit more about that? They're just, I understand people have difficulties, but, you know, yeah, they got the Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords. They want you to stay and fight for it too, or to like not let go, to like, it's almost like they want you to sit there and grieve with them or something like that, and I don't feel like that's working for you. There's something about this situation that they want to salvage, but this is one of those things where if it's the grieving process, you do it your way, they do it their way. It's kind of like they want you closer, though. It's not negative, but it doesn't feel good to you, if that makes sense. It's not a negative reason behind it, but the actual action does not make you feel good. You're kind of like, no, let me be. You just want to move away from this. You do not want to be connected with this right now. And that's that's actually healthy for you is what I'm getting. People do things in their own ways. And right now, if it's not your time to deal with this the way they're dealing with this, then they should let you step away and do things, or just... I feel like people miss this sometimes because I keep getting this grieving feeling in the sense of like, I've known people that a couple years pass by before they actually fully grieve things. That's their way. That's how they do it. They stay busy. They do what they got to do. And when it's their time and when they're at that point, they're going to grieve it the way they need to grieve it. I've seen it happen. It happens the way it happens. The way they're holding you back, it's making you feel stuck. And it's making you handle things or deal with things you're not really wanting to. The situation is passing by, but it's like these other people want to solve it and tie up the loose ends their way. And I feel like you might get sucked into something here that you don't want to be. Because it feels like it's never going to end the way they're doing it. It feels like a very slow, arduous process, and you're not really a fan is what I'm getting. Okay, so this is what's happening. How do we make this go better? Okay. Is that the Seven of Pentacles? Yes. Seven of Pentacles and the door to romance, which doesn't have to be literal physical romance. A lot of times when I see these cards, if it's not connected to somebody you would be romantic with, it talks about a deep, concerning two-way bond. Like you really are concerned and care about what happens to that person, and vice versa. They're very invested and very much care what happens to you. So it's a very honest, unconditional, typically connection. Because I'm feeling like I said that and I'm like thinking, but it doesn't sound like this is going in an unconditional way at the moment. Thing is, it is. It's just that they feel like you have to do it their way. It's better for you to do it their way. And it's not really true in this situation, but it is what it is. I feel like just coming right out with it. Kind of like, you know what? Right now is not the time for me to handle this. I'm not ready to deal with it the way you're dealing with it. I will clearly deal with it when I have to, when it's my turn, on my terms. I don't want to deal with it with you. And you might have to flat out say that. I just don't want to deal with it with you right now. And I'm just not ready for it. I'm just not ready. I hope you understand. And just disconnect from them. Sagittarius is not usually about confrontation, but I feel like the pressure is building, and that might be one of the reasons. Two of Pentacles and Temperance, which is your card. I feel like I might have to distance myself. It's either I have to flat out tell them, which is not usually Sagittarius' way, but sometimes it is once in a while, not usually, or I just might have to find reasons to be disconnected from them. I might have to find other things to do and just really like make myself too busy to be around it. The situation is passing. A whole new situation is coming forward. When the right time comes for you, you'll handle it the way you need to handle it. You may just have to disconnect from people. Whatever that means. Like, I feel like if it's a job situation, you might just have to take a couple days off so people can chill out on their own and just stay away from the whole subject altogether. Like, take a couple days off. If it's a family connection, you might have to work some extra time, or maybe go visit somebody and be like, oh, I got to go help somebody. I'm going to be away for a couple days, and just go. You're going to have to do it the way it's right for you. Success will work out. The situation will work out in the end the way it needs to. Whatever it is, you'll have to process it on your own time, in your own way, when you are ready, and not when somebody else is ready. I almost feel like this is almost like, for those of you this is hitting for, disconnecting from whatever this is, it's almost like saying that's not bad. For you, it's not bad. This is how, if that's how you deal with it, which it sounds like that's how you are, that's how you normally do. It's like there's nothing wrong with it. Other people may not understand it, but they don't need to. Things will return. When this situation moves on and when the knots are untied, happiness will return to the situation. The balance will return. That might be part of the problem here. This might be a situation where normally you get along with these people. Normally whoever's trying to pull you in this way, you're usually on the same keel, the same level, the same thought pattern, something close to at least. But the way this is going right now, it's just not meshing that way. When the knots are untied, things will go back to the way they normally are. you don't have to deal with it their way to stay on good terms with them, is what I'm getting. I feel like when all is said and done, they will understand in the long run, maybe not the short run. These are the hidden cards. Whoever this is, they definitely care about you, but they may feel like they know better than you for your own life, and that's not good. Ace of Cups there, Seven of Cups, they're not really sure what they're doing, but the magic is coming in with the magician. The magus. Magician, magus. They have a lot of love. They don't really know what they're doing, but they just want to make sure that they do their best to try to take care of it. Sometimes people, when they're upset, they over-center on other people and make other people unhappy. Meanwhile, they're making themselves numb to what's going on. It's kind of a coping mechanism. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know the real term for it. But where somebody's upset, so they concentrate all their energies on other people, and sometimes they get obnoxious with that, but that's how they're coping with their own pain, is like they're averting their own pain by over-centering on other people. Is that like a projecting thing? I don't know how to explain that one, but I'm feeling it. It'll pass. It will pass. And I feel like if you disconnect from it, it's better for you, and that may be the best thing to do for this situation. So I wouldn't feel bad about disconnecting. It's self-preservation in this situation. Things will be good again. Things will definitely be good again. So I feel like it's kind of like I'm nervous, like, yeah, but if I do that, they're going to hold it against me, or they're going to be upset with me, or I'm going to make them upset, or make it worse for them, or something like that. I feel like it's fine. If you step away and do what you got to do, things come around for them, and they have to do what they have to do. They'll be fine. Anything else with this? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.